Hello, Israel Smith 7 Heaven coming to you once again with another video. Our I have no rights to the video or music, strictly for educational purposes only. Let's get into the video, Israel.
All that we may accomplish in days and years to come, we stand ready to share for the benefit of all mankind. As we explore the reaches of space, let us go to the new worlds together.
Where's
Not as
Shirley?
new worlds to be conquered, but as a new adventure to be shared.
We uncover truths that others would rather keep hidden. And there are always secrets that await those who dare to uncover them. Long ago, in the distant land of Japan, there exists a profound belief in the realm of gods and giants that roam the earth, shaping its very fabric. At the heart of this mythos is the Kojiki, a revered text that narrates the origins of Japan and the awe-inspiring feats of divine giants. The Kojiki, record of ancient things, is the oldest book of Japanese history and the oldest text of any kind from Japan. Compiled in 712 CE by the court scholar Ono Yasumaru, the work begins with the gods and the creation of the world, progresses to the genealogy of the early emperors, and ends with the reign of Empress Suiko in 628 CE. Not necessarily an accurate historical record, the Kojiki was principally commissioned to establish a clear line of descent from the ruling emperors of the 7th and 8th century CE back to the Shinto gods and the supreme sun goddess Amaterasu. Purpose: during the Nara period of ancient Japan, the imperial court was eager to establish its historical connection with the gods, especially the sun goddess Amaterasu, and the founding fathers of the Japanese nation present in the Shinto mythology. There was also a concern that oral traditions and unofficial records were constantly being altered and corrupted, and an official permanent record was required for posterity. For these reasons, Emperor Temmu commissioned the work, although he would not live to see its completion. The court official and scholar Ono Yasumaru was then selected by Empress Gemei to complete the collection and present, in effect, an established orthodoxy of Japanese history which focused on Shinto mythology and the genealogy of the imperial line and most powerful noble families, especially the Yamamoto clan. Yasumaru drew on earlier written and oral sources, mostly genealogies of powerful clans, and so the work is not only a valuable record of its time, but also of earlier, now lost texts and traditions. Within its sacred pages, the legends of divine giants and colossal deities unfolds, revealing a world where gods and humans intertwine. Another classic tale of gods and monsters with the triumph of order over chaos.
Roofers are furious about this new product that's going viral. Replace your whole roof in as little as 8 hours?
The Kojiki was put together back in the day when Emperor Tenmu and Empress Jito were ruling. They decided to compile it under an imperial decree to make sure that everyone knew that the imperial family was of divine origins. It's like a treasure chest of old myths, legends, family trees, and historical stories, and it played a huge role in making Japan's history or imperial history legitimate. They got all this stuff from tales that had been passed down through the generations by word of mouth, and they wrote it all down to make sure Japan's cultural heritage was protected. So this story in the Kojiki starts off like so many other stories, with a pair of godlike beings, a pair. In the ancient times, heaven and earth were one, like an infinite egg. The finer matter became heaven, while the coarser matter formed earth. Heaven emerged first, as it came together easily, while earth took a little bit longer to form. Between heaven and earth, divine beings were created, and among them were Izanagi, the male who invites, and Izanami, the female who invites. Now you could think of these two as either supernatural beings or celestial bodies, such as a star or planet. Because these two were instructed by other heavenly deities, Izanagi and Izanami used a jeweled spear to create the first land, Onogoro Island, which is a weird thing to try and imagine. But they built a grand palace there with a central pillar stretching to the heavens. Izanagi asked Izanami to unite their incomplete parts to form the world, and she agreed. They circled a heavenly pillar and met on the other side, planning to be wed. However, Izanami spoke first, which was seen as unpromising. But they married, and from their union came the islands of Japan and other gods, including the god of fire. Now Izanami died after giving birth to the god of fire, and she burned to death and descended to the underworld. Izanagi, desperate to find her, ventured there, but she warned him not to bring light. Impatient, he lit a comb's tooth and saw his wife's decomposing form. Terrified, he fled back to the upper world, sealing the underworld with a stone. They were forever separated, with Izanagi dwelling among the gods in heaven and Izanami reigning in the land of the dead. I mean, this is a very familiar story, right? Well, it gets even more familiar with Susanoo, the storm god and brother of the sun goddess Amaterasu, who is a figure of turbulence, his colossal form embodying the forces of nature. He is considered to be one of the three most important deities in the Shinto pantheon, alongside Amaterasu.
Now, Israel, is this facts or fiction? Did this actually really take place? Or is this just something that was read from out of a book? Something to think about, Israel.
The sun goddess, and Tsukuyomi, the moon god. Susanoo is the Shinto god of storms, seas, and the ruler of the oceanic realm. According to the Kojiki and the Nihon Shoki, two ancient Japanese texts that chronicle the country's myths and history, Susanoo was born when his mother, Izanami, the goddess of creation and death, died, giving birth to the fire god, Kagutsuchi. Enraged and grief-stricken by his mother's death, Susanoo wreaked havoc in the heavenly realm, leading to a confrontation with his sister, Amaterasu. Among the giant beings found in the Kojiki is Yamata no Orochi, an 8-headed serpent or dragon. The dramatic slaying of this creature by Susanoo underscores the struggle between divinity and chaos, as well as the triumph of order over malevolence. Its eyes are like Akagagachi. It has one body with 8 heads and 8 tails. Moreover, on its body grows moss, and also Kamekuipers and Cryptomerias. Its length extends over 8 valleys and 8 hills, and if one look at its belly, it is all constantly bloody and inflamed. Then his swift, impetuous male Augustus said to the old man, "If this be thy daughter, wilt thou offer her to me?" He replied, saying, "With reverence, but I know not thine august name." Then he replied, saying, "I am an elder brother to the heaven-shining great august deity, so I have now descended from heaven." Then the deity's foot-stroker elder and the hand-stroking elder said, "If that be so, with reverence will we offer." So his
Did I tell you I'm
Sorry, Israel, for the commercials. I can't help that.
What's that?
swift, impetuous male Augustus, at once taking and changing the young girl into a multitudinous and close-toothed comb with which he struck into his august hair bunch, said to the deity's foot-stroking elder and hand-stroking elder, "Do you distill some 8-fold refined liquor? Also make a fence round about, and that fence make 8 gates. At each gate tie together 8 platforms. On each platform put a liquor vat, and into each vat pour the 8-fold refined liquor, and wait." So as they waited, after having thus prepared everything in accordance with his bidding, the 8-forked serpent came truly as the old man had said, and immediately dipped a head into each vat and drank the liquor. Thereupon it was intoxicated with drinking, and all the heads lay down and slept. Then his swift, impetuous male Augustus drew the 10-grasp saber that was augustly girded on him, and cut the serpent into pieces, so that the river high flowed on, changed into a river of blood. So when he cut the middle tail, the edge of his august sword broke. Then thinking it was strange, he thrust into the split the flesh with the point of his august sword, and looked, and there was a great sword within. So he took this great sword, and thinking it a strange thing, he respectfully informed the heaven-shining great august deity, "This is the herb quelling great sword." Susanoo, after causing chaos, later repented for his actions and sought reconciliation with Amaterasu. He presented her with the sacred sword, Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi, also known as Kusanagi no Tsurugi, which he found inside the tail of the dragon. As the god of storms and seas, Susanoo is often invoked for protection from disasters, from typhoons, floods, and he is widely known to be worshipped by various people across Japan. And we've heard this story with Hercules versus the Hydra, and just recently with Marduk versus Tiamat. And there is always water involved. It's the same with the Hindu story of Indra versus Vishnu, right? Guess what? It's in Persian mythology with Faradin versus Zahak, the Serpent King. It's in Egyptian mythology with Ra versus Apep, and Russia, there is the Slavic mythology of Dobrynia versus Gorinik, which was a multi-headed fire-breathing dragon with 7 tails that could block out the sun. There's a Polynesian legend of the ancient eel that a demigod chopped into pieces to gain control of the waters. The story of Maui versus Tangaroa, and the list goes on and on. But you get the point. It seems that the tales of giants within the Kojiki have left a lasting impression on Japanese culture and identity. Celebrated in various forms of art, rituals, festivals, and storytelling, as an integral part of Japan's cultural fabric. The giant mythology found in the Kojiki continues to resonate with modern society, connecting people with their ancient past and inspiring a reverence for the forces that once shaped their land. That's all for now. There is more to come. Be sure to visit woodwardentertainment.com and also the Woodward Entertainment store. You can find the links below in the description box. Right now we are running the Anomaly campaign, which is going to be a 3-part documentary on the moon. If you would like to support that effort, you can go to woodwardentertainment.com where there are details, or you can go right below in the description box and get the details there. Until next time, friends, as always, have a great day. Stay away,
Much love,
stay
Israel.
aware, stay safe.